right, Grant, as we get geared up for the home stretch, what do you...
One for me. What teams have their full allotment of players is key. As we head to the playoffs, it's about attrition. Which team can stay healthy?
And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. They've got De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Cade Cunningham. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Towns. Cunningham outside. Here's Lively. It's stolen by Halliburton. 3-on-3. Siakam outside. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Screen by Lively. Here's Fox. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is. And just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
And Fox has a lot of game. I mean, really good at distributing the ball, getting into the lane, and getting his guys involved.
Siakam for 3. Another 3 for Indiana.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Siakam's gone a perfect 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Fox. And he makes it on the layup.
There's some contact there, but Fox just refuses to let that hold him back.
Cunningham against Halliburton. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Outside Anunoby. Towns down low. Neesmith covering. The shot's good.
They force in close. When Towns smells that rim, he goes right to it.
Here's Shepard. He's covered by Fox. Pass to Halliburton. Screen by Wiseman. He shoots it. Halliburton, no good.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Cunningham passes to Lively. Anunoby with it. And here's Cunningham outside. Pascal Siakam with the rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And it's Wiseman with the jam.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
Now here's Anunoby. Coming off a solid outing against Memphis. Towns for 3. Sinks the tray. Towns has got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Halliburton against Cunningham. Halliburton surveys the floor. Wiseman, great positioning on the putback.
Tremendous hustle, working hard for that bucket.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Knicks. It's an understatement to say they're on a roll. They're coming in on a 15-game winning streak.
And it is very impressive, but it's also interesting. I mean, even sitting here at the broadcast table and the storyline this group has created has you just impressed and a little scratch in your head because we expect drama and a certain amount of unpredictability with this crew. That's not gone away. But I tell you, this team, the volatility, they seem to be a lot more solid of late.
And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at Indiana, they're hanging in there at that same 5th spot and hoping to climb higher.
Seeing where the Knicks are, they've really lived up to the hype surrounding them this year, proving they're at the absolute top of their game.
Now here's Siakam. His last outing, we saw him score 13, and he comes up with a bucket.
Really smooth looking jumper there by Halliburton, making the most of that opportunity to score the ball.
Pass to Anunoby. Towns outside. Lets it go from deep. Pascal Siakam with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Now here's Halliburton. Takes a three. Connects from downtown. He's got 7.
Almost like he was sneaking out to the corner. Halliburton is not someone you can lose.
Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And here's Indiana now, following the bucket by the Knicks. To the middle. Here's Wiseman. The Knicks pull it in.
Boy, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay.
Here's Anunoby. Off with the layup. Indiana leading. Now here's Siakam. He has 6. Lays it up and banks it in. Siakam's got 8.
Inside, Siakam gets the better of the defense using his agility, clearing himself a path to a shot.
Pass to Towns. Cunningham outside. Now Fox. He's covered by Siakam. Outside Anunoby. Launches it. Siakam pulls down the board. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in the game. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
And this is how you carve up a defense. Halliburton slicing to the rack with real force.
All right, a moment to check out some numbers for OG Anunoby. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Knicks trail by 6. Now Cunningham. No made baskets yet. And that one's good.
Cutting apart the defense on the drive. Cunningham skilled at getting to the cup.
Pass to Wiseman. And here's Halliburton. Takes the 3. The Knicks pull it in. Lively's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Cunningham with the ball. Guarded now by Wiseman. Towns outside. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Wiseman. With the teardrop. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Indiana shooting their first free throws here for the night. First free throw is good.
For the Pacers, Shepherd, 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. So it's the Knicks now. 6-point game. Cunningham against Halliburton. Towns, left side. Anunoby for 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Anunoby's got 6.
You know, when he orchestrates for his teammates, Towns becomes even more valuable to me. Really good when the offense is able to flow through him.
Now here's Wiseman. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Siakam for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. 11 points in the game.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. He's been absolutely relentless.
Towns outside. Fox outside. Anunoby passes to Towns. 6 to shoot. Cunningham outside. From the arc. The rebound by Nesmith. Indiana leading by 6. Tipped.
Nice D by Lively there. He can block shots both at the rim and out away from the basket.
Takes one from 10 feet. Cunningham finds Fox. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Here's Towns. He takes it in. Siakam pulls down the board. Siakam's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Towns against Halliburton. And there's Siakam. That one's good. On the assist by Halliburton. And now an 8-point Pacer lead. And here's Cunningham, averaging almost 23 points a contest. A fantastic offensive player.
And solid pass from Cunningham. He has a good understanding for when the defense has overcommitted.
Indiana's gone 4 of 6 are called by Rick Carlisle. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the gameplay. So New York ends up going with a whole new group. Our 2K leaderboard highlighting the NBA's assist leaders over the last month. The Knicks, 2nd, 5th on the list, Indiana.
These two teams have a great flow offensively over the last month. Always moving the ball and finding open teammates.
Halliburton on the wing. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
The drive by Harden. Pass to Booth. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Over the years, I think Harden's come a long way as a passer, and his teammates appreciate it.
And here's Indiana now. 6-point lead coming off that win against the Sixers.
They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one. And that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Ryan, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Ryan, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him.
And one thing Benedict Mathurin has no shortage of is raw athleticism. Now it's just a question of him honing that physical ability to be an effective pro-level player.
Now here's Hart. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Great open look there.
That's really just the confidence Harden has in himself. I mean, he's ready to shoot it as soon as he catches it.
Halliburton outside. Launches a 3. Booth with the rebound. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Hood-Schifino. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton.
In for the Pacers, number 9, Kevin Foster. Next foul.
There's 45 seconds left in the opening quarter.
Third team foul.
York's ball. .44 seconds left in the first quarter. Bull against Toppin. Outside Hart. Pass to Hood-Schifino. Back to Hart. Shot clock at 5. It doesn't go for him. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Here's Foster. And he goes in for the dunk.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Harden with it. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Indiana ahead, up 10. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pacers.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Obi Toppin out there with Benedict Mathurin. Then it's Jackson. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Foster in a two-guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Here's Harden. It's rebounded by Indiana. They've got the Rockets ahead of them next in Houston. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
Knicks trail by 12. Pass to Harden. Fires for 3. They get the rebound.
First in three-point shooting, and they're the third highest scoring team in the NBA, executing at a high level.
And in today's NBA, it's all about the three-point shot, right? And these guys shoot it at such a phenomenal clip. Tops in the league, in fact. Their ability to space the floor is exceptional. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Greg.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
The offensive rebound. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Harden, the pass to Hart. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And they recover it. Back to Harden. Goes count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Bold, more slender, but really showed his strength on that finish inside. He's lean, but he's got some mean to him as well.
Foster, the pass to Mathurin. To the paint. Outside for Halliburton. And out of bounds. The Knicks will take it. So both teams making some changes here. Knicks trail by 8. And it's Harden penetrating. The layup off target.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Snatched up. Toppin passes to Halliburton. And Indiana misses again.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Indiana leading by 6. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Mathurin. And Anunoby pulls it down.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Bold. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Hood-Schifino. Pass to Lively. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Jackson, the screen to stop the drought. And it's New York with a rebound. Lively's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's Harden penetrating. He's off on the layup.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now here's Matherin. He's got 5. Jackson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Indiana shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Wiseman, he's checked in for Indiana. Shepard comes in for Matherin. De'Aaron Fox has checked in for New York. Cunningham comes in for Hood-Schifino. Now here's Cunningham. The 3 is up. Cunningham, confident in his range.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Indiana making a switch here. Matherin's checked in. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You take a look at the Knicks. They've been outstanding halfway through this season, looking cohesive and playing for one another. And, of course, Indiana just barely behind them, only 1 spot down.
Checking out the Pacers, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
I love big guards, and Cunningham using the size to perfection.
And he's good on the second. The Pacers have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go on the second. Pass to Halliburton. Here's Shepard. He's covered by Fox. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. 1 free throw coming up. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for New York.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing, they've been on the attack tonight, going right at defenders with the ball in their hands early.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Here's Matherin. And it's New York with a rebound. Lively's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Fox. Wow, physical D, but Fox prevails.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough.
Tries to break his ice. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Halliburton's got 13.
That's one of the things his coaches have encouraged him to do. Look for the mid-range jumper, Tyrese. Way to knock it down.
Hold. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Outside Matherin. Back to Halliburton. Over Cunningham. And Halliburton, the bucket, on the assist by Matherin. Matherin's got his 3rd assist of the night. Knicks trail by 4. And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness. He is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt, and if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guards.
Here's Wiseman. The Knicks making their last shot. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Indiana Pacers. On Friday, they'll start out on the road to play the Rockets in Houston. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the New York Knicks.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
It's a real challenge, a major challenge to face a big man who can shoot like Towns can. He stretches the floor as well as any big guy in the league.
Now here's Halliburton, coming off a 31-point game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
So much of the offense ran through him. Looking at the assist total, we saw how unselfish he can be.
Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
It's stolen by Halliburton. Now the Pacers on the move. Big target. Wiseman, wow.
Sweet dime that time from Halliburton. This combo guard has really impressive floor awareness, folks.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Looking at the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that have been consistently dominant on the offensive end of the floor over the last month. Number 1, the Knicks. Second, the Pacers.
And lately, both teams have been shooting the lights out. You know, each is hoping that this trend continues moving forward.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Indiana.
He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more head-on approach and getting himself to the line.
Now here's Mathurin. Give him 8. Pass to Siakam. And Cunningham pulls it down. New York has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Now here's Anunoby. Off the mark there with a 3. Here's Shepard. 3-pointer. And James Wiseman gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Third team foul. Knicks substitution, number 44.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for New York. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Now here's Neesmith. Over to the left wing. Here's Shepard. Anunoby covering. Second shot opportunity. And it's Shepard missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Siakam against Towns. Siakam, the pass to Mathurin. Back to Siakam. Screen by Wiseman. Inside. Oh, Wiseman using his size.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Fox finds Anunoby. Towns outside. Lets the 3 fly. Indiana with a rebound. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Mathurin against Fox. Out to the right wing. Lets it fly. And it's Wiseman missing. New York trailing. Cunningham passes to Towns. And he can't jam it through.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Here's Wiseman. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Towns. Here's Fox. Fox hits it right through the contact.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Getting good positioning close to the basket.
Siakam outside. Pass to Mathurin.
Minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Wiseman, a screen on Fox. Three-pointer, Mathurin drains the triple. Mathurin's got 11 points.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Cunningham outside. Here's Booth. Guarded by Wiseman. Stolen by Siakam. Over Cunningham. Siakam, no good. New York has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Towns, a screen on Mathurin. Towns outside. From deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
For 3.
Cunningham's got 3 assists in the game. Indiana's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Pass to Shepard. Siakam in the post. Towns on him. Siakam, pass to Matherin. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Matherin. Kicks it out to Siakam. Wiseman, a screen on Towns. Siakam finds Wiseman. Ooh, the reach of Wiseman getting it done. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Good work defensively by Wiseman. Indiana's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Off the bounce, Wiseman drives, and it's Wiseman with the jam.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Hart's checked in for Anunoby, and this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, he's been one of those players, they've won it on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Now here's Cunningham. He's got 10. Towns on a screen. There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Towns a screen on Siakam. Here's Cunningham into the lane. And a nice finish on the layup. Cunningham's got 12 points in the game.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Pacers out in front. They're up by 2. All right, now let's check in with Allie. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Hold on, I just got an alert on my phone. Ooh, half off bowling after the game tonight. Who's in? And now, let's get into the Indiana Pacers game. It's been a close one so far.
It's a coach's dream to see the ball whip around the floor like this. They're playing some selfless basketball. It's been a thing of beauty.
Stacking the dimes and buying buckets. That does it for halftime.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for New York. Trailing by 2, and that's a one-game homestand for the club. And on the floor for Tom Thibodeau as we get into the second half. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Cade Cunningham. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Derek Lively. And it's Towns in at the 4 slot. Well, the Pacers shooting the ball at 48% so far. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits." Brian?
Allie just scratching the surface. Thank you. Good stuff there. Elbow shot. A nice shot by Halliburton. 17 points in the game.
Like the way Halliburton continues to take more responsibility on the offensive end. His game warrants that he does that.
Towns passes to Fox. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
3.
Towns has got 3 assists in the game. Pacers trail by 3. Halliburton outside. Down low. Here's Nesmith. Blocked! And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lively. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
And there's the foul. It's on Derek Lively. That's his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
Here's Nesmith. Blocked again!
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Towns. 5 on the clock. Fox for 3. The 3 ball is good for Fox.
That would be 4 in a row for him now, as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Siakam outside. And here's Neesmith. Anunoby covering. Neesmith's shot is off.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Anunoby passes to Cunningham. Back to Anunoby. Cunningham on the wing. Fox outside. Fires the 3. Fox can't get that one to fall.
And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
Halliburton, pass to Siakam. Cunningham against Halliburton. The basket counts, and 1. He'll go to the line, a chance at a 3-point play.
You have to admire Cunningham's concentration in these spots, refusing to let the defense overwhelm him.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Halliburton. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to review the game plan.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And they're leading the league in blocks. This team protects the rim. They play with tremendous passion on defense.
And it's no secret the league is definitely more offensive-oriented nowadays. And they are the best of the bunch in following that trend, leading the league in points per game. Pass to Wiseman to end the run. And Cunningham pulls it down. Knicks leading by 9. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Aggressive move from Cunningham.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Here's Siakam. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Yes, certain nights Siakam takes over. He's been aggressive here from the tip.
Screen by Lively. Well, he shot well from the line tonight, going 4 of 5.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Both free throws good from Cunningham.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Pass to Siakam. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
And it's Fox penetrating. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Kicks it out to Cunningham. And Anunoby for 3. The rebound by Shepard. Pacers trail by 10. Siakam outside. The miss. Lively's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Towns on a screen. For 3. Indiana with a rebound. Here's Shepard. Pass to Siakam. Wiseman, a screen on Towns. To the inside. Yeah, that's where he shines. Wiseman throws down the dunk.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Towns against Siakam. Towns double team. Anunoby finds Cunningham. Oh, swiped away. In transition, here come the Pacers. And the finish on the break with the slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Lewis has checked in for Neesmith. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. 6-point game. Towns for three. He nails it. That's his fifth make in 11 tries.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Wiseman, a screen on Hart. Matherin passes to Wiseman. Again, the Pacers. Good for two more.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Hart. Outside for Harden. Back to Hart. Shot clock at 6. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And it's Cunningham missing.
He made a three back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Lewis can't get it to go. Knicks leading by 7. Now here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
Surgical precision from Harden, demonstrating his sick handles one more time.
Here's Lewis. He's scoreless. Pass to Shepherd. Here's Lewis. And here's Siakam for 3. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And over the last 10 games, here's a look at the teams that have been putting up the most points. Second, Indiana. In third, the Knicks.
And watching these two teams over the last 10 games, the one thing that you notice is how well both are scoring the ball. Seem to be getting whatever shots they want on the offensive end.
And really strong at the line since the break.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Here's Siakam. And it's Indiana scoring again. Knicks leading by 6. Stolen by Siakam. Here's Shepherd. Now Matherin. And a two-handed jam.
Yeah, this is how impactful Matherin can be in close. He loves jamming it home.
Shot's good by Hart.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Indiana's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Pass to Lewis. Now Matherin. Stolen by Harden. Now Cunningham. Down low. And there's Towns on the assist by Cunningham. And it's an 8-point Knick lead.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it can probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
Here's Lewis. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
Kyler Lewis Jr., 2 shots.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
Gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The Pacers making a switch here. Toppin's checked in. Bowl, he's checked in for New York. Hood Schifino comes in for Cade Cunningham. And he makes a first. And that's good as he hits both shots. Knicks leading by 6. Here's Hood Schifino taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. And finished off by Bowl.
Really good screen that time. Then Bowl with the quick roll.
Here's Lewis. Outside Matherin. Siakam, right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. New York has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Inside, here's Bowl, and finished off by Bowl.
It's really easy for Bowl to throw it down. Man, I'm a little jealous, especially with these creaky knees that I've got. I don't even think I could dunk in my dream.
Siakam outside. 4-3. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Oh, a screen on Toppin. Here's Harden. He shoots again. Bowl, no good. Pacers trail by 10. Here's Siakam. The shot won't fall. And New York has possession. Here's Hood Schifino. Shoots over Matherin. A nice shot by Hood Schifino.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Matherin. Here's Siakam. And the ball out of play. The Knicks will have it.
First in rebounding, and they're leading the league in blocks. This team protects the rim. They play with tremendous passion on defense.
And it's no secret the league is definitely more offensive-oriented nowadays. And they are the best of the bunch in following that trend, leading the league in points per game. Here's Harden. Siakam pulls down the board.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
To win the drought. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
1:27 left in the third quarter. Here's Hood Schifino. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hood Schifino's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Matherin against Harden. Offensive rebound. Second chance effort. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. He's got 5. New York leading by 10. Here's Hood Schifino. 5 points in the game. They swipe it. From 10 feet away. Jump shot is good that time. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Bowl, a screen on Matherin. Harden, the pass to Bowl. And Toppin pulls it down. Indiana's gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul. Lewis has checked in for Indiana.
Checking in for the Pacers, number 12, Kyle Lewis Jr.
29 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. New York has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Here's Hood-Schifino. Outside Hart, pass to Booth. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Hood-Schifino. Count it. Hood-Schifino's got his third basket on the night right there.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Jackson for 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the New York Knicks earning this break in the action, up 10. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Halliburton runs point with Matherin flanking him. Obi Toppin out there with Isaiah Jackson. And it's Walker in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Indiana. A nice shot by Halliburton.
Strong performance from him, but he... may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Here's Hood-Schifino, defended by Halliburton.
I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And here's Matherin. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Outside for Halliburton. Clock at 6. Shoots over Hart. The Knicks pull it in. Booth's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Bull. Pass to Hart. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Matherin passes to Halliburton. Jackson surveying the D. Back to Halliburton. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Here's Hood-Schifino. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
And after a first half where he didn't turn it over once, that has sure changed here in the second.
Pacers trail by 10. To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by Harden. Here we go. Here's Hart. Uses the glass on the layup.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Matherin. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
And Mathurin is an impressive scorer, skilled at finding ways to convert around the wing.
It's Hart on the wing. Back to Harden. It's Hart on the wing. Outside Harden. Looking to get back on track.
And taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Harden against Mathurin. Shoots over Harden. And it's Mathurin missing.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Outside Hart to the wing on the left. Outside Harden. Back to Bull. Clock is at 3. It's Hart on the wing. The 3. Walker pulls down the board. Pacers trail by 12. Halliburton left side. Releases. Good. And it's Walker who picks up the assist. Halliburton's got 4 points this quarter.
A terrific effort from Halliburton so far offensively. He's not holding anything back on that end of the floor.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Hey, Graham, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Indiana making a switch here. Shepard's checked in. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to Toppin. And he lobs it up. And the dunk by Jackson.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Here's Hood Schifino. Halliburton with some nice D. Pacers trail by 10. Pass to Toppin. Mathurin with the ball. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Hard against Halliburton. Here's Hood Schifino. Outside Hart. Toppin with a steal. And here's Halliburton. Outside Mathurin. Jackson with a screen on Bull. Really left him alone that time. Mathurin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, tricky move by Mathurin, showing us how effectively he can run the pick and roll.
Harden with it. Outside Hart. Pass to Bull. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Halliburton. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Seems like Halliburton is always looking to do a little more, always making the extra effort. That's fairly rare.
Free throw good, Halliburton. And some changes here for the Pacers. Wiseman, he's checked in for Jackson. And it's Siakam in for Toppin. And both free throws good for Halliburton.
I tell you, one of the things I've noticed about Halliburton is his endurance, man. It is off the charts. He's always pushing the pace and really outworking other guys most of the time. He's constantly revving up the motor and taking things up a notch.
Towns on a screen. Over to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. 2 in the cold spell. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today. Pacers trail by 7. Pass to Wiseman. Now Now Halliburton. Three-pointer off the mark. Fox right side. The baseline, Jay. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Smart play by Fox. If you can't find penetration, take what you can get.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Cunningham outside. Pass to Hart. Cunningham outside. Here's the three. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Hart against Halliburton. Lets it go from the wing. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Halliburton's got 10 points in just the second half. Cunningham outside. Screen by Lively. With some arc. Towns for 3. Indiana with a rebound. Halliburton with the ball. Fox picks him up. Wiseman, pass to Matherin. Back to Wiseman. To the middle. Tries again. Lively grabs a miss. Knicks leading by 10. Here's Fox. Hart finds Lively. Cunningham outside. Towns on a screen. Cunningham passes to Towns. Offline with a 3. Indiana has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. Neesmith, he's checked in for Matherin. OG Anunoby's checked in for New York. The Knicks have gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this fourth quarter. They get it again. Here's Cunningham. Oh, using his size. Look at Cunningham.
I mean, he does everything on the floor. Cunningham always with max effort.
Pacers trail by 12. Pass to Shepherd. Halliburton outside. Here's Shepherd. He's covered by Fox. Wiseman a screen on Fox. And here's Shepherd for 3. Drills it from deep.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Towns. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's rejected. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Siakam outside. Wiseman a screen on Cunningham. Halliburton for 3. Lively grabs a miss. Lively's got his 16th rebound on the night. Cunningham outside. Pass to Towns. Over Halliburton. That's good from Towns. On the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Here's Shepherd to the left side wing. Here's Wiseman. Finds the bottom from 13 feet out. Wiseman's got 19 points.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter.
New York leading by 9. Pass to Lively. Outside Anunoby. Right wing. This one for three. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lively. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
.151 left in the final quarter. Pass to Shepard. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Here's Wiseman. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
That free throw good from Cunningham.
Cade Cunningham at the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Cunningham. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Pacers. Down by 12. Excellent D there from Lively. New York has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Cunningham passes to Towns. Fox with the ball. Towns on a screen. Fox finds Towns. Back to Fox. Excellent D there from Siakam. Well, the Pacers shooting the ball at 46% from the floor.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Knicks.
They never gave up when they were down earlier. Forced their way back into this game. And look at them now.
And this one was all about desire. The perseverance of never doubting your teammates or the game plan. I mean, I love what they did here tonight.
And with another win in the bag, they've racked up 46 total on the year.
And so they're able to hold on strong once again and go up 2-0 in this season series. And with only one game left to play between them this season, I'm sure they're hoping for a clean sweep against Indiana.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Cade Cunningham.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold.
You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And let's reveal our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.